The Bible says Moses was faithful in all his house. Now, sometimes that takes help from the wife. One man looked very depressed as he came out of his office after the first day with his new secretary. And he was asked why, and he replied that he had entrusted the hiring of a new secretary to his wife. Very interesting, replied his friend. Is she a blonde or a brunette? She's bald, snapped the man. But it takes a dedicated husband and father for a successful home. And the Bible holds the man accountable and responsible. In our home, my wife has had to be father and mother. She's done a magnificent job. I give her credit tonight. She's reared them with a Bible in one hand and a hickory stick in the other. And so far, it's worked. The Bible talks about people in the church, and it says, one that ruleth well his own house, having his children in subjection. You know, we're developing in this country sort of a matriarchal society in certain segments of our society, where the husband has failed. This is not the failure of the wife. The wife has to take over. As almost in the case of my home, because I travel so much. I'm thankful for a Christian wife who, in all humility, has tried to fill the place of husband and father and wife and mother. But it's a dangerous trend in a society when it becomes a matriarchal society, because God has ordained that the man shall be the head of the house. And a man is to be the breadwinner in the family. This is a man's responsibility. And if the man is not meeting that responsibility, God is going to hold him responsible at the judgment. You say, well, I haven't been the right kind of a husband and I haven't been the right kind of a father. What am I going to do? Get on your knees right now and ask God to forgive you. And determine from this moment on that you're going to live a new life. You're going to let Christ into your heart. You're going to ask Him to forgive your sin and come into your life and make you the right kind of a husband and the right kind of a father. And then, fifthly, to have a successful marriage, there must be a devoted wife and mother. The Bible says, let mothers first show piety at home, for that is good and acceptable before God. The Bible says women should guide the house and give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. And you know, sometimes on a television interview, we'll see a housewife that's being interviewed and they say, what do you do? She says, well, I'm just a housewife, sort of apologizing. I'm no star, I'm no glamour person, I'm just an ordinary housewife. Well, I want to say that to be a housewife and to be a mother is the greatest calling in the world. Now, you men ought to applaud that, because that is right. And then, sixthly, there must be disciplined children. The Apostle Paul said that one of the signs of the latter days will be disobedient to parents. And we see today disobedient children. Absalom was brought to the judgment of God in his later life because he disobeyed his father. And in the Bible, in the Old Testament, children were severely punished for rebelling against their parents.